Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Today we are talking about spawn times for oddities. Now oddities work different in the registry compared to the other families. So all of these tend to be found in certain nests, whereas oddities can be found everywhere but are only around at certain times. So today we're going to be going through what times you need to be out looking for the specific types, because otherwise you may find that you are completing, I've had regular encounters with Earthlings, but Leprechauns, Docsees and Horned Serpents are a lot harder to find. So we're going to be going through how to find those and also talking about the other ones that aren't found in the wild. So first we'll start with that. We have the Centaur bow from the first page, where I have 2 fragments for that, and the Horned Serpent egg. Now these aren't findable in the wild, you won't encounter them. You will, however, get these fragments from eggs or fortress battles. So today I battled in a level 3 fortress for oddities and I was awarded a Centaur bow. The thing to notice though is you're not always going to get regular rewards, but to increase your chance of getting the Centaur bow, if you want to do, there's 2 ways you can do that when battling in fortresses. So if I go to my rune stones, when battling in fortresses you can see I've got oddities where I've used all my lower ones, but level 1 oddities you want to use on your higher level, so the highest you can will give you the best chance of rewards. If you're soloing these, it gives you a chance of getting increased rewards the higher the level you go. So for chamber level 1 you're going to get a 100% chance of getting some rewards, whereas if you complete the final level, the 20th level, and are able to solo that, you're going to be awarded a 200% chance of rewards. So it really increases your chances, but you're probably only going to get to be able to do that, end game once you've maxed all your scrolls. So the other option is to use higher level oddity rune stones. So the higher the ones you'll use, they will increase the difficulty slightly, but you will get a better chance at getting those rewards that you need. So definitely if you have completed your pages in your registry for these oddities, say for example I've got all the fragments that I need around the bow, you don't really want to be grinding out at those times unless there are things that you're seeking for the other page. So let's start with vampires. Vampires are able to be found at night. As you would expect with vampires fitting with most vampire lore, vampires will only appear at night, so past 8 o'clock, that's when you're going to find them, and they account for about 11% of encounters that people have at night. Now centaurs can also be found at night, but you may also encounter them in the daytime. Both the vampire and the centaurs are fairly easy to defeat and you should be able to do them straight from the off. Centaurs account for about the 25% of the encounters that you will have from the oddities page, so these are the fairly common ones. Another thing you can encounter at night are pixies, so they account for 9% of encounters that you'll have at night. These guys are really easy to destroy, but probably the most annoying, because to try and rest your aim bar on them can be quite difficult. I recommend getting to them really quickly because they just stay there for a little bit before moving, and as you can see, sometimes you can go without hitting them. So they've got more evasion, but 1 hit, 1 kill. Now Earthlings can be found at any time. These we will, as you see, I've got 10C22. So you can see them during the day. They're at higher frequency during the dusk and day, and account for 17% of the encounters you will find in the oddities page. The Horned Serpent will appear at night as well, but in addition to that, it will appear at dawn and dusk. So just to kind of clarify what dawn and dusk are, dusk is the kind of like twilight when it's growing darker. That's the point at which you might find them, and dawn is the point just before sunset. Now the Horned Serpent is probably one of the harder of all of them, and so you may need potions to take it down. So if you're a beginner, you might struggle to take it down without any potions, but it will give you a ton of experience as well though, so it's a good encounter to have. And this will account for 22% of the encounters that you will have. Another oddity that can be found at dusk and dawn only, though, in this case, is a leprechaun. So I found this guy at dusk, so again, that bit before sunrise, and dawn just before night. Now this guy is slightly rarer, so accounting for 11% of the encounters on the oddities page. Then finally, we have Docsees. Now, as you'll see, I haven't got any for that. You need 25, but these will be found at dawn. So you're gonna have to get up quite early and go on a morning hunt to find this guy. It counts for about 5% of the reports received for the information that we're using. And so that it's gonna be harder to find, and you're gonna have to very limited time cycle where you're gonna be able to encounter it. And then finally, we have werewolves. Now, werewolves work very differently to all these, but fit with that same kind of lore that you have for the vampires coming out at night. Werewolves can only be found during full moons, so that's 2 days before a full moon occurs and two days after. So you'll have a short window here when that occurs to be able to find one, and can be found in the night. So you're gonna have to try and schedule a night hunt during a full moon if you want to encounter werewolves. And that's everything. So what I've done is I've put that all together in a nice little thing that you can probably save for your mobile. It is an image to refer to, just as a little easy access guide which details everything that I've just said, so you know when to be out to catch certain things to fill your oddities page. Okay, well, that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I will be looking to bring out a registry, so looking at the best nets. I know Jibs Entertainment is collating a lot of that information as he's reached out to a lot of us YouTubers to kind of add some data. So I've been adding data to that. So hopefully what we'll see is some specific information about registries. I mean, so far we do know that there is a little bit about, care of magical creatures are definitely parks. Dark arts are apparently banks, which is hilarious. I know that magical games and sports are more situated in stadiums. Mysterious artifacts, I believe, are found at churches. So there's a church from my area and it falls under there. I think it's either Ministry of Magic or Wonders of the Wizarding World, which one of them is a museum. Maybe the Ministry, because I have a nest, a very small nest where I live. But as I said, I'll be getting all the specifics on that when that comes out and putting a video out. So make sure to hit subscribe if you can keep up to date with that. Apart from that, that's all for this one. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next time.